Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this first day of spring, Monday, March 21st. And in the headlines, we've got some showers and thunderstorms that moved through earlier this morning, especially across the southern part of the state. And we could see some more redevelop as a cold front moves through later this afternoon into the evening. And we'll have a couple of chilly days as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before we warm up for the end of the week. In fact, by the end of the week, we could see temperatures pushing 60 degrees and maybe some strong to severe thunderstorms late this week, along with some heavy rainfall. And with the spring outlook, you can see for the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlooks, warmer and wetter than normal conditions expected here, especially as we get into later this week and through the following week. Looks like a pretty spring-like pattern. If we look at the normals for the day, our normal high is 42, the normal low is 24, and you can see back on this date in 2012, 83.1 degrees, and tomorrow will be the warmest day of that stretch back in 2012. That saw just the incredible March weather that we had at that time. As far as around the U.S., yesterday the warmest temperature 99 degrees at Death Valley, California, and a cold spot 8 below zero at Big Black River in Maine. If we look at conditions around the MAC area yesterday, you can see temperatures were pretty mild, well into the mid 40s across much of the area, a little cooler off to the southeast and into southwest Ontario. But again, the cold spot, Marlette at 28, the warm spot, Henderson at 47 degrees. Looks like Blissfield may have lost some power of their computer down, as well as Sandusky High School. Looks like they went down on Friday, probably a Windows update. We'll have to see if we can get that shut off and fixed here. If we look at the temperatures around the area this morning, you can see temperatures mainly in the mid 30s across the area, a little colder than the thumb down in the low 30s. And again, just a few hundredths to a tenth of an inch or so across much of the area as that line of showers moved through last night into early this morning. And you can see on radar some of these pretty strong severe storms across portions of Illinois, no doubt waking up people all the way from around southeast lower Michigan back towards Fort Wayne in towards Peoria. And again, a pretty good line of thunderstorms moving through the area. And again, as another front comes through and we get some warning of the daytime, we could expect another area of thunderstorms possibly develop. I think especially once you get from around the Lansing area off to the south, but we'll keep an eye on that for later on this afternoon. And you can see even some lightning being picked up earlier this morning on the MAC lightning detection network. We were getting about 94 flashes per minute. So again, some of those storms, especially across Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, quite strong this morning. And you can see on the satellite some of these colder cloud tops that developed here early this morning across Illinois, stretching into Ohio. And again, those are some pretty strong storms. Again, Blissfield and Jasper around that area as well, over towards the Detroit metro area onto the south. Some of those again being quite strong here this morning, waking up and rattling the windows for sure. You can see on the weather map this morning low pressure systems across the Iowa area. Again, that's touched off some of those showers and thunderstorms as the warm air lifted up into the colder air, creating a pretty good MCS complex this morning. And if we look at the forecast map by tomorrow morning, again, first another cold front pushes through another one. Will reinforce the cold air as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, into early Thursday. And again, our next weather maker is going to be coming in off the Pacific at that time. And again, we expect that some of the models take it quite a bit farther to the north, some of it take it over Michigan, and depending on where the exact track of the storm and how strong it is will determine how warm we get Friday and Saturday, and whether or not we have a chance of seeing some severe thunderstorms at that time. Got several days to watch that, but something we're going to keep an eye on. As far as precipitation, over the next 4 days, much of the MAC area and LAC is going to be mainly under a quarter of an inch, and much of the northern portions of the area less than a tenth of an inch. So again, most of the precipitation, which will most likely fall mainly today, will move out of the area. We'll expect pretty dry conditions right on through Thursday before our next system moves this way for the end of the week. As far as temperatures, as we get towards next Saturday, you can see quite a contrast with 60s across the far southern part of the state, all the way up to almost freezing around the Grayling area, 34 expected high off the models around Houghton Lake. And again, so this big temperature contrast is going to mean the potential for some pretty stormy weather, especially across the area from central Michigan on to the south, where we could see some heavy rain and strong storms. Friday looks like the warmest day with temperatures well into the 50s and to possibly 60s across much of the MAC area. As far as precipitation over the next 7 days, you can see heavier swath of precipitation both to the north and to the south, and that's also agreed on the European and the GFS and the Canadian, all on board with kind of some heavier rains to the south and to the north. Maybe right here in mid-Michigan, maybe we just get the right amount And so again, it could be a pretty wet period coming up. And again, you saw the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day outlook. So we're going to continue to see plenty of moisture and warm temperatures. This was over the weekend forecast for Friday from WSI, predicting a large area of potential severe weather all the way from the western Gulf into the Corn Belt into the Great Lakes here. So again, we're going to want to watch this time period around the Friday-Saturday period to see whether or not we get some strong and severe storms across the area. And on to Weather Watch for this Monday morning. It's not a whole lot out there. Pretty well clean slate right now. We'll see activity pick up late this week, but again, not a whole lot going on in the meantime. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, a great work week, and 73s to all.